Well, the Doomsday Clock remains at 2 minutes to midnight, which is the symbolic hour of global destruction. Atomic scientists left time unchanged from last year, saying lack of progress on nuclear and climate risks represent the new abnormal.
And tonight, Daniel Sexton spoke with preppers, also known as survivalists, about why they believe in the clock and how they're prepared.
If our impending doom is coming, there might not be an app for that, but there are stores.
It seems like every time the Doomsday Clock comes out, people panic.
Okay, so maybe the Doomsday Clock feels a bit gimmicky, but Heidi Keller says it's still a reminder that things happen and it's good to be prepared.
What does prepping mean to you? I think nobody thought about the government shutdown and the people who are furloughed who are now getting food from neighbors and friends and being dropped off. That's not a situation you want to find yourself in.
So if Doomsday has you itching to be ready for whatever comes your way, here's some items Heidi says you'll need. Remember what your grandparents did, or even generations back? It was called canning.
The other thing is, what if your electricity goes out? Very simple little cost-efficient little burner, great for tailgating. A water filter, dried milk, and it's something you've got to have in your pantry at some point in time, especially if you have children.
She also recommends a go bag with blankets, tools, first aid kits, water, and dried food.
And they have pretty much anything you can think of here, including this Bible, which they say floats. Let's see if it actually does. It does.
Keller says even though our Doomsday Clock hasn't ticked in a year, there are always situations that you can be ready for.
If your power goes off, if there's fire, if there's flooding, if there's tornadoes, those are things you can prepare for now, and you should. Now is the time to get your spiritual life in order, your financial life in order, and just get your house ready. Then you won't panic.
In Cock County, Daniel Sexton, Fox 43.
And the Doomsday Clock was first introduced in the 40s. It hasn't always been so close to doom. Back in 1991, it was set 17 minutes before midnight, so not too bad. Better than we're at now, I guess.
Okay. Well, social egg freezing. It's a new trend.